Alright guys, it's your boy Jackpot Famous. You guys ready for a bigger bankroll on the 3 to 5 spin method? Alright, you guys ready for this? Let's go! Alright, here we go. Panda Magic. That's what I'm looking at. 787 major. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. Voucher I had from another game. Look at that. Wow, we got a $600 bankroll. You guys wanted bigger bets, bigger bankrolls. It's kind of the same thing, but let me explain a little. All right, I'm gonna use the 1 to 2% rule. What that states is 1 to 2% of my bankroll I use per spin. So 1% of that would be $6. 2% of that would be $12. So I can bet anywhere up to $6 if I'm using the 1% rule, or I can bet anywhere up to $12. That means I can bet anywhere from 50 cents to $12, or anywhere from 50 cents to $6. So that is my range, all right? But when I play, I always start small so I can feel out the game, the betting range, and see if I can isolate it. So just because I have a bigger bankroll and can make bigger bets doesn't mean I need to. You guys can play how you want. This is how I use the method. This is how I play it. And this is how I manage my bankroll to keep it afloat for as long as I can. Because remember, it's gambling. You can always lose. All right, but we're gonna try not to lose. All right, here we go. Just starting off like I would normally start off. But remember, I'm gonna play the 2% rule, so I have up to a $12 spin. All right, ooh, look at that. I have up to a $12 bet. And when I lose 30 to 40% of my bankroll, I either switch machines or I will supplement and maybe play table games, all right? We're gonna try not to even get anywhere close to that. Hopefully, I got a couple machines here open so I can always switch. You don't have to stick around until you lose 30 to 40% of your bankroll. It's up to you. All right, here we go. We started with, what was it, 609 to be exact. Remember, I have up to a $12 bet. Doesn't mean we're gonna bet $12, but using that rule, we have a wide range. That's gonna help you manage this bankroll a little better. It's gonna allow you to extend it. Oh, I think that was my fourth spin. I'm talking. All right, here we go. So the modifications to it when I start betting bigger, we're not betting really big yet. Ooh, let's go. Oh, the modifications to it are, you're really gonna start paying attention to these blank rounds. When you're repeatedly getting blank rounds from a certain denomination or bet size, you're gonna make a mental note of that, and you may or may not return back to that denomination and that specific bet. That's up to you. That's how I play it. I'm looking for the action, the activity, the blank rounds, the kickbacks, all that good stuff. I know it's a lot to absorb. That's why I talk a lot in the videos, so you can always go back, rewind, go through my thought process, go through what I'm explaining as I move along. All right, there we go. We're not doing too bad. We've done a ton of spins, and we haven't even burned through a fifth of our bankroll. We're almost right there, really, to burn through a fifth. We can go up to a $12 bet, remember. So I'll do a $10 one. Just because I know you guys want to see the big bets so much, but they're not necessary. If the game is not giving you the gameplay or the action, there's no need to bet big. If all the action is residing on the lower bets, that's where you play it. I'm just trying to land a bonus run right now. This is pretty bad. So I might even switch before I get to that 30 to 40% loss rule, because we're not getting much of anything. The other thing I do when I start betting a little larger, or I have a little bit of a larger bankroll, a little bit of a bigger window, is I will mix up the tips and tricks. So I'm using the 3 to 5 spin method right now, but I can mix in step betting, and I can mix in something else. All right, because it will help you manage that bankroll. It will help you gauge the gameplay and potentially help you find that betting range. All right. I think we're gonna go one more cycle through this, and then we are going to probably switch machines, because this is not an ideal session. The kickbacks are almost non-existent. A lot of blank rounds. It would not be smart to continue on this machine. I'm gonna do one more spin. All right, 450. All right, we lost 150. We're gonna switch it. This one's open. I'm not gonna be picky. I go straight here, straight to Spring Festival. Well, we got one more. What do we have here? Oh, we have Happy and Prosperous right there. All right. Let's go ahead and load up here. Spring Festival, that's what I'm looking at, 751. Let's go ahead and load up that 400, what was it, 440 something dollar voucher. There it is, 448. We started with 609, I believe. All right, same process. See if we can get more activity on this. And as I'm playing, I make mental notes of the action and the activity. That's a blank round. Second blank round. Third blank round on my third spin. All right, it's not even half our bet back. Make a mental note. May or may not return back to that 1 cent, $1. Same thing. Second blank round. Third blank round. May or may not return back to that. I'll usually do a couple passovers and then I'll make a decision. Once again, third blank round. 1 cent looks pretty bad as of right now. Like I said, I make mental notes and then I play accordingly. Really bad. It looks good, right? The game's designed that way, to keep you on a certain bet or to keep you playing. I don't pay attention to any of that, not right now. We'll get to some of the stuff that I pay attention to later. As the bets progress and as the bets get bigger and as the bankroll gets bigger, the gameplay changes. All right, not bad. 2 cent produced a little more activity. Second spin, third spin. I'm gonna only go up to a $5 bet. Just remember, if the game's not giving any action or producing, I'm just gonna switch. What was that, my second one? Yeah, horrible. All right. Let's go here. Come on, we need something here. Just one bonus round. Really bad. I'm gonna go up a little more. Another thing I do is, as your bankroll shrinks or grows, then you adjust that 1 to 2% rule. So if I go with the 2% rule, like, should not be going above a $6 bet. This is close enough to $6 bet. So that's why I'm doing that. Still playing with that 2% rule. So right now, $6 is my max bet. It's all looking pretty bad. That's all right. Let me be the guinea pig, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys, if you stick with this, how it can pan out and how you can extend and manage that bankroll, even when it gets tough like this. All right. Let's start backwards. Start from the highest. Ooh. We got one more machine open. Wow. This is tough. One more machine. I might even stop at 3. Burn through a half our bankroll. That's 50%. Remember, 30 to 40%. Well, that's on one machine. All right. I'll switch machines, I think, after this. I'll just take any bonus round. All right, that's the third spin. All garbage. All garbage. All right, let's really see if we can get it on this. All right, here we go, happy and prosperous. We got our $306 voucher. All right, that's what I'm looking at on this one. There we go. So, I can go up to a $6 bet. Remember, as that bankroll shrinks or grows, you adjust that. You adjust your bets. We're still close to that $6 bet. We're still within the $5 range. Incredibly tough session, but it gives you a good idea of how I play it out. Ooh. Start with the $5. We're still within that $5 range. Kinda. We're dipping below. Come on, happy and prosperous. One bonus round. Alright, we got one more spin here. Ooh. Just one bonus round. Give us some money back, or we can turn a profit. We don't know. Let's just get one bonus round. Of course, I don't want to lose money, but this is a great, extremely great example of when I run into tough sessions. I'm playing it. What do I do? Do I stick with the process? Do I get nervous? Do I quit? Since I can't record the tables, I'm just gonna keep playing. But most likely at this point, I would have cashed out and hit the tables. Odds are a little better. It's not a guarantee I'd win, but it's the odds are better. Supplement it. What was that? Third, fourth spin? I miscounted probably. I'm talking. Alright, there's the third spin. Alright, let's do this. Let's do a couple here. Alright, I'm going to make an executive decision here. We burned through a lot of money. We burned through a lot of bets. Nothing's happening on the smaller bets. I bump it up and start betting a little bigger. Alright. Still hanging on to that 3 to 5 spin method. That was the third one. Alright, we're getting the kickback, so I'm just going to push a little bit more. Remember, it's 3 to 5. So 3 up to 5. Come on. If I get half my bet back or more, I'm going to stick it out. Another machine became available. I might just switch. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? I'm going to do it. I'm going to play them all. If I can play them all. Alright, we're just going to keep progressing. What do we got here? Oh, we got Golden Century. Alright, let's try Golden Century with this $206 voucher. Let's get that in there. There we go. That's what I'm looking at on this machine. Turn it up. Alright, so 2% rule. My largest bet, $4. But I could push more if I want, only because I'm so used to this. But let's just stick within that $4 bet. Come on, we just need a bonus round here. This is pretty crazy. Like I said, ooh, there we go. I don't panic, I don't get nervous. I've done this countless times, and if you just kind of stick to that rhythm, this is potentially what you can find yourself in. Come on, one more, just because. Yes, makes it more exciting. Ooh, see that other minor? My gosh. I've never got 2 minors at this level. I've got double minors at a smaller bet. Come on. All right. Cue the music. Absolutely grabbing these, really scooping these. I'm going to try to scoop it along with that major. I grab the minor and the mini. Thank you. Wow, we're just about back. Incredible. Ooh, almost caught a backup spin. All right, just going to go through the same process, readjusting everything. Right? Don't need to get too crazy. It's tempting. You stick with it. Alright. Ooh. I always like the way that sounds. It's much better when you catch it, but it still sounds nice. Come on. See if we can get back to even. And then from that point, let's see if we can turn a profit. It's a great, great example of a tough session. No doubt this is tough. Well, this shows exactly how I would play it out. Come on, one more. I think we're gonna be back. I think honestly we'll be back. Ooh. Ooh, do it. Oh my gosh. That would have been nice. Definitely don't want to go all the way back down to where we're at. Let's see if we can catch something nice early on. Oh my gosh. Cannot look at that. I'm going to do a $5 one right out the gate. Really trying to get something large for you guys. Ooh. But hey, if this is how the session goes, this is how the session goes. What a battle. You guys are definitely going to get a video out of this. Just sticking with it. 3 to 5 spin. Let's try this. Come on, get in there. Sometimes these games don't want to work with you on those buttons. Second spin, third spin. Ooh. I'm gonna go one more. 3, 2, 5. Remember, it's 3, 2, 5. All right. That was fun. Let's try it here. One more. Nice. Nice. We're only concerned about half our bet back or more. Of course. Ooh, nice. Drop a minor. Or a major. Come on, let's just do it for everybody. Come on, Golden Century. Grabbing these. Oh man, they always feel fantastic. Just keep plugging along. I usually do 2 backup spins. Could do more, but that's just me. Man, I think the goal at this point is to get back to even. You guys are definitely getting a video of real world gameplay. I know a lot of people are like, you only show your wins. I definitely show my losses on the channel. But you guys don't often see these struggle videos like this. They do happen. Showing you right now. This is the way it goes. But I just stick with the game plan. I just stick with the same process. And I'm not going to say all the time it ends up this way, but a greater percent of the time, this is how it works out. Ooh, that would have been nice. So crazy. There's one more machine on this bank, but somebody's playing it. You might hear that they just hit a bonus round in the background. One more bonus round. Doesn't matter at what bet, just to give a little more fuel. Let's go up. Stay on the same denom. All along the way, I'm making mental notes. Where are the most prominent, or where is the most prominent action? Where do most of the bonus rounds reside? Where do most of the kickbacks reside? That's what I'm logging. That's what I'm logging in my head. So should we go back to 10 cent? Possibly. Let's just do it. Let's just jump straight back to 10 cent and see. Wow. Second spin. Ooh, I'm gonna go one more. All right, let's try a different bet size. All right, let's rock back down, and then we'll make a mental note. And it might have just been a one-off. All right, I'm gonna go one more. That was more than half our bet. All right, there we go. But we got it on a 250 bet. Let's try a 250 on 5 cent. Let's see if we can start to isolate. There's really been nothing consistent, but we did get a bonus round on a 250 bet, so let's just try to stay within that range. This is $3, but it's within that 250 range. We got one more bet on the 1 cent 250. Let's try it. Okay, nothing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is do a $1 bet and then move through the ranges only on $1. Let's see if we can start to isolate. If not, then we'll just switch machines. I told you there's variations to this, different levels. Ooh, here comes the third one. All right, we got a kickback. We're just looking, staying within that $1. I was just gonna jump to Panda, but somebody took it. All right, I'm gonna. Yep, they're over there. I'm gonna go one more round on here. I'm gonna go back to 250, only because that was the only one where our bonus round is. We got a button slapper. All right, there we go. Ooh. Wow. That would have been nice. 250. Oh, wow. My gosh, I'm gonna go one more. It's like that action on the 250. All right, so for 150. Stay within that 150 range. What do we got there? We got a $2 bet. We got a 125 bet. That's the closest. All right, let's go. We got a $2 bet we can make. Wow, there's another big button slapper. It's crazy. Oop, wrong one. Ended up being okay. Meant to hit that. Ooh, I'm gonna go one more. All right. Since all the machines are taken, I'm gonna go up a little bit. Let's see if we can find anything in the higher denomination, in the higher bet. Oh, we'll go one more. Oh my gosh. Looks good, but you can't get stuck. Come on. Oh my gosh, that would have been nice. Let's try here. A little bigger. I don't panic because we're gonna recover. Ooh. One more. Alright. 5 cents. Did we do this one? I don't remember if we did this bet. Oh my gosh. Is that second or third? See, when I'm talking, I'm gonna go up. Why not? There we go. Drop another minor. Let's drop that major. Not me button slapping. Yes. It's not me, look. Here's my hands. It's not me, guys. Yeah. One more. Let's keep it going. I will take it. Nice. All right, I'll do a backup. Nothing. Blank around. If we get a little action, I'll stay. That's not enough to stay in bet 3. Not enough to stay in bet 3. I told you there's little tweaks to this, little variations to it. If there's enough action, I'm going to continue with 3. Second spin. Third spin. Slight variations. told you there's a lot to the 3 to 5 spin method. So if it's not producing, don't worry. There are variations to the technique, and we'll get you there. I'm gonna help guide you there. Or better yet, just come hang out with me anytime. Well, let's just do this in person. All right, there we go. It's beautiful. I want a major. Come on, one more, just because. Yes. On, major. Come on. One more, just for fun, yeah. Let's make it exciting. Just drop the 14th orb. Ah, here we go. Yeah. This is what I wanted. Let's just do, just flash. Definitely grabbing these. It's been a battle, a struggle. But this is so fun. It's okay. I love showing you guys this. Look at oh man, we're like, what are we like? Let me do the math. $2.20 off. But I got to do a backup spin. Even if we turn a $1 profit, it's hilarious. We have to. I'm just giving you guys the real deal, the real battle. Everybody screams, show the losses, show the losses. I'm giving you a full, however long this video is going to be, a full session of just battling and sticking to a method, a process. This is just what it is sometimes. But I don't waver from it. I don't panic. And what I do is when I start to struggle like this, I add variations to the 3 to 5 spin method. That's just it. There are many variations, and we'll get it working. So just stick with me through this. Stick with me through this 3 to 5 spin method, and I'll get you guys there. Let's just try to get back to 600, all right? I think that was the 4th one. All right, remember, a variation I'm doing right now. Dry blank round like that, I can do 2, and then I'm not even gonna do the 3 to 5. I'm just gonna skip through that. If it looks juicy and good, I'll stay. Nah, nothing. I'm gonna just go till I see something or some activity. No, then I'll complete the 3 to 5. All right, let's go here. All right, we got a small kickback, so I'll do a 2nd spin. All right, we're not gonna go with that 3rd. It's a variation. All right, nothing. Nothing. This is the modification. And I'm doing this because I just want to get back to 600. All right, got our bet back. So, we got our bet back, but I'm going to leave it. Nothing. All right. I'm looking for more action. I'm looking for more activity on the screen. I'm looking for orbs, bonus symbols to pop up. Definitely looking for kickbacks. All right, we got a kickback. It's small, but I consider that action, so I can complete the 3 spins. All right. Here's the 3rd spin. All right. Let's go up. Look at this. Come on, like give me $40 and then we win, and then the mission is complete. We need orbs or re-trigger. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, did we just turn a profit? Did we just become friends? Did we become best friends? Yes. Yes. One more spin. We won like 40 bucks or something. I forget. All right. I'm going to play it down to 640. And the video is over. Mission complete. We battled 4 machines, guys. I'm just writing it out. I'm just flat betting. All right, we got a couple more spins. We'll just get a bonus round just for laughs and giggles. All right, this is our last spin. Oh, we got a lifeline. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that 3 to 5 spin method with a slight variation, a little bit of a game that I should say a lot of a battle. All right, we battled 4 machines. You see how I do it in like real time. So this is how a tough session would play out. This is how I would play it. Just stick to the method, stick to the technique, and usually it will prevail. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.
Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a